Hello, guys. Welcome to Ashley and Lancelot Show. Today is going to be story time part one. It's going to be about me for newer people that literally flooded in sun. And thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys leave a comment, and I'll get reply to you, talk to you more as well. But you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and notification. Support your vet. I'm going to tell you about my channel, a little about me and my wife. My wife is sleeping because I'm up, because I have sleep insomnia and sleep apnea. That's a great combination to have, isn't it? So basically, this part won't be a story about myself. Part two, one of the YouTuber asked me how I became an atheist, and I will do that for next week, not this week. I think you should know me first as a person before I talk to you about more stories, horror stories, and dumb stories. Basically, it's just how it became. My name is Lancelot Lyles. I am 28 years old. Even though I look a lot older than I am, if I shave it off, I look like a baby. My wife is 28, so Ashley and I are the same age. Her birthday's November, and mine's in May. But other than that, I served in the military for over 5 years. Growing up, our family was pretty poor, and later on in my life, we prosper. Most of us. I am half white and half Korean. I know how to speak the language, cannot read or write the language. And I was a very, very troubled kid back then. I had a speech impediment. I had a trouble with English. I was in speech class and a therapy class. A lot of stuff back then when I was a kid. But we used to have a family of, I believe, 5 or 6 in a 2-bedroom apartment. And me and my mom, for the past couple of years, lived in a walk-in closet when I was a kid. But other than that, now I have apartment for myself, me and my wife, take care of my mom. I go see my dad and my little brother once or twice a month. Love the shit out of them and try to beat their asses in WoW or Hearthstone. My dad is very addicted to Hearthstone. Oh well. So anyhow, I do a lot of community service. I stopped doing a lot of community service now due to my mental and physical condition. Until I get better, I'm gonna go back at it again. I do donate several charitable donations for relief funds, people that are in needs, Planned Parenthood for young teenagers to get the help that they need. I am an advocate of basically making sure everyone that can afford it and get the right program so they don't have to pay for certain medical bills, certain things as well. I also support the veterans and the active duty members as well. I want to do a cookout I also help out the community and do a cookout for the police officers and the firefighters. Not all of them are bad. You know, you always have those few bad apples in a bunch. You're always going to have it in life, no matter where you go and no matter what you do. It's how life works. You're going to have a lot of bad apples. I used to be a youth counselor. I used to be a youth pastor. I used to be president. I created the Dungeons and Dragons Club in high school. I helped out with the Robotics Club in high school. That was back over 10 years ago. Actually, 10 years exact. Because I graduated in 2007. And I used to become president of the Robotics Club. And I was just used to be freaking officers for officers for T Club, Interact. What the other one was. Reason why was because when I was a kid, I want to stay away from home as far as possible. And that was my model. But I like helping people out and growing myself more as a human. I went to community college for a little bit. I moved out of the house. Worked at it. I still got my first job was a when I was 14, the STAR program, so a tutoring program. The high schooler goes in and teach middle schoolers. Then the next was Ono Hawaiian barbecue. I worked at the Exploratorium in San Francisco for 3 years. Then when I got out, I got a job offer from my dad's friend. Um, I had a hotel job. I had that since 18 to 21, so that was another 3 years. A lot of horror stories at the hotel. I will talk about it if you guys really want to. There were hotels that I worked at that was very old and it's haunted, and I know the stories for it as well. And also, what else? Then I joined. Then I then I moved down to LA. Then worked at Greystone Hotel. I worked at Morningstar, tutoring elementary kids. I used to teach robotics at the Chinese Christian Club, Chinese Christian School. There was a private school. They put me as a contractor because our team a long time ago beat the Mythbuster in the first robotics competition. I have pictures. I have a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys want me to talk more about it in depth, that's not a problem. Me as a whole person, I am 100% disabled veteran. Due to in fact that maltreatment of the problem instead of getting surgery. They just made me do physical therapy that I do not need, but they exacerbated me with several types of painkillers, mental medication that affects the mind. Like they give me like different types of depression medication, anxiety medication, and I had like 40. I had epidural once or twice a week. This all and now I have chronic pain throughout my whole left leg to my foot, back, upper back, neck, tendonitis. So I have trouble hearing most of the time, but sleep apnea and I have PTSD, anxiety problem, a lot of health issue, and I'm going to probably go talk more about it tomorrow. Today I'm going to go see my sleep doctor because I haven't been sleeping. I've only been sleeping like 6 hours a week. That's not good. That's why I see so many videos on live streams, because I can't sleep. I went to bed, I woke up, it's like in 2 hours I can't sleep at all. I currently go to school. I go to Chabot College in Hayward. I live about 3 hours away from it because I gotta use my GI Bill to get my base housing pay. I go to school here in Sacramento, it's $1,700. If I go to Hayward, it's $3,400, and I need that in the site. We spend about $3-4 a month in gas. So if you do the math, I get more money, a little more extra in Hayward, and I'd rather just deal with the extra because even with that VA 100% pay and GI Bill is still not enough in California. So we're going to be literally moving next year in the summertime. Hopefully save enough. I'll probably do a GoFundMe page. Basically move to probably north of South Carolina, Oregon, someplace that's cheap, and someplace that I can actually just relax and hopefully get surgery done. So far, how it sounds right now, I might have to go to Korea and get surgery done there. It's a lot cheaper and it's more affordable than getting surgery done here because it's so goddamn ridiculously expensive. That's why I don't see a private doctor, even though I have TRICARE. It's just how it is. How I started gaming. I started gaming because my Uncle Henry. My Uncle Henry is 10 years apart from me. His first console I ever saw him play was Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy 3, I believe. And then it was Zelda, Legend of Zelda, and I was like little child. I did not know. I was like 3 or 4 years old when he got that. And my first game I ever played thoroughly was Super Mario World. Then my Uncle Henry, it's like my big brother, and he taught me how to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition, and he taught me how to use it all night. Teach me how to perfect the fireball. Until this day, I can still do the fireball. It's a lot more tricky with the joystick, but you know, we did arcade. I played all of the Donkey Kong series. From then, he had a Sega, and then the Sega CD Master Drive. And that was pretty, to me, was really weird because he got these weird cartoon games as a movie stop. It was one of these a school one. They go around and meet reach havoc. And after that, I think this was later in elementary and middle school. He gave me the Super Nintendo and all the games, and that's when I saw Super Mario RPG 7th Legend Star. Played it, and my dad got me a computer, and I played that, and I played Diablo 2, and from there I've been playing games after games after games. And then I got the N64, GameCube, PlayStation 1, and it stopped right there. There was no PS2. But my dad got the Xbox One, and they got the Halo. I played the shit out of Halo. I got Baldur's Gate on it. Then from there, the Xbox 360 came out, and that's when I was on my own from there, and tried to figure out what the hell I want to do in my life. And I haven't bought another console until I joined the military, and I bought myself a PS3. And I traded my PS3 Slim for the fat pack that's backwards compatible, because I remember all these PS2 games I've been playing with my friends, and I still enjoy it. And I got a lot of the PS2 games I got from my friend because they're sick of them playing with it, and I have no use for it. So I have all their PS2 games like the Final Fantasy X and the memory card that you always used for it has the 9999 hours I put into it with everything on it. So it's like, yeah, probably just can't transfer the PS2 memory to the PS3, and so you gotta redo everything. So it doesn't really matter. Then from there, I met my wife in Maryland. This was on a station in Dover, Delaware, and then we had 360. She had 360, so we dated for 6 months and got married, and we've been married over 5 years now. Our anniversary is this Friday, so it's weird. They got the Xbox One, PS4, then you know what? And then I'm like, I'm gonna buy all these retro games, Nintendo, because I begged my dad, give him his goddamn NES. It's in his closet. I mean, it's in an attic, collecting dust. But no dice. So I bought myself one, and it has a red blinking light on it. It's research. It says I need to clean the damn thing. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to pay someone. I'm gonna do a video about it. So I'm gonna pretty much do that. But I'm gonna send it to John and Riggs and just give him an Air Force coin if you could do it for me. But I don't know. But we have the Sega Genesis. I got that for my birthday. I got the Sega Master CD drive. I have a Dreamcast. The Super Famicom family coming. I went to Japan, and I spent like about $2,000 a month just in hobby off and hard off. I know it sounds wrong, but it's at their version of thrift stores, and bought games after games and systems after systems. So yeah, I am a game nut. I'm actually more of a PC gamer. Tell you the truth, I play more PC games than my consoles, but I like to go back and relive my childhood. A lot of these games I did play because my friends had it. Usually, back then, if you don't have it, your friends have it. You have the little jealousy fights. Like, oh my god, you want to trade my Mega Man 3 for your whatever game that they had that you wanted to just borrow it, switch and trade it. A lot of times, but like dicks about it. You're gonna scratch my CD. You're gonna ruin my cartridges. No, mommy says no. And even though it's like, dude, I live like a fucking a floor above you. Nothing to worry. Need something, little floor above me. But well, kids can be kids. That's pretty much about me. Yeah, right now I'm surviving slowly. Sooner or later I won't be able to do these long drives anymore. Hopefully I do YouTube, entertain people. The reason why I'm doing YouTube is I want to talk, to conversate with people. I want to talk, and you get to know me more. I get to know you more. I talk, and do little video skits with you guys. Do giveaways. This is my appreciation for you supporting me and helping me out. So far, my anxiety level has dropped significantly, but I gotta use that significantly drop outside in the world and start trying to talk to people in real life. This is the first step for me to to over hurdle, and instead of me talking to a camera all day like I am doing, you write, you text me, you'll tweet or text, and I go, oh my god, I must write back to you, and then I do that, and I send back to you, and it goes back and forth. It helps me a lot, to see what you guys want to see. Hopefully, I can do this full time. I really do. Actually, I'm doing this full time. I do this 7 days a week, and yeah, wife don't like it, even though she's part of the channel, because she wants me to spend more time with her. I'm like, I've been with you for over 5 years. I'm tired. Took you everywhere. I bought you things. And it's like, you gotta buy me more. It's like, fine. What do you want? Sephora. Okay. We'll go to Sephora. Get yourself a damn palette. Get your damn mascara. But other than that, I do, a lot of these, I do a lot of things. I'm experimenting. I do have older YouTube videos. There was me eating. There's me as when I was really young, really skinny, cursing like a sailor because of D&D. I'm trying to start. Yeah. Well, anyhow, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. You want to ask me questions down below, and I'll pretty much answer. I'll do a Q&A this weekend if you guys. Well, anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.